It all started in Jackson, Mississippi in 1962. Black Mississippians watched racism and segregation invade every part of their lives. James Meredith was born and raised in Mississippi and was familiar with the inequality for African Americans. By the time he was a teenager, he had known the prevailing white supremacist mindset in Mississippi that told him that he was inferior to white people. After graduating high school and serving several years in the Air Force, James Meredith decided to apply to the University of Mississippi, also known as Ole Miss. A symbol of white power, Mississippi, the exclusive university, was an all-white school that refused to integrate after Brown versus Board education ruling. However, Meredith was determined to change that. He wanted blacks to have equal privileges in higher education, just like the whites had. When Meredith first applied to Ole Miss, the university rejected him due to the fact that he was an African American. He filed a lawsuit against the university for discrimination. The case made its way to the Supreme Court, which ruled in his favor. On September 30th, marshals brought Meredith to his dorm room. He would soon be joining the University of Mississippi and be the first African American in history to enroll. He was granted admission for himself, but he considered it for his family, country, and race. By joining the university, he was cutting the rope to segregation and showing importance to higher education. As he walked the halls at the university, he influenced a lot of African Americans to attend a higher education at a university or college, yet people still tried to stop him. While Meredith was being escorted to the dorm room, he was being protected, but little did they know that the building would soon become a major place of a violent riot. Things such as bombs, guns, and whatever else they could find is what they would use and be armed with. The rioters were influenced by the governor because he was against integrating schools. With Governor and President John F. Kennedy discussing the riots, Meredith had no choice but to stay inside the dorm room for the night. At the end of the riot, many rioters and marshals were hurt, leaving 2 people dead. The morning of October 1st, 1962, James Meredith was able to walk the lettered campus, enrolled as a student at Ole Miss. For the rest of the time he was there, he continued to be under protection by marshals, but continued to push forward the civil rights movement. In 1966, he led the march called March Against Fear. Just one day into the march, he was shot by a sniper and wasn't able to finish the walk. James Meredith was a symbol of possibility and perseverance to those marginalized. He was an important role to other African Americans on the importance of education. He not only helped Black, but also Asian, Hispanics, and other white students. The inequality in Mississippi was now given national attention and showed the importance of confidence and bravery to achieve anything, no matter what skin color you are.